What is up, my peoples? This is your Cosmic Homegirl, and I'm doing the weekly forecast for all signs, for all of us, beginning April 11th of 2021 and ending on April 18th of 2021. And before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have 2021 horoscopes still available. This is my birthday month, and so I took $5 off of them for the rest of the month of April. Okay, we'll see how things go after my birthday. If I feel, if I had a good solar return and feel a little generous, maybe I might extend it. But for right now, it's only through April 30th. Okay, well, let's just say May 1st, right? Because May 1st at midnight, that's when the sale will go away as of right now. So for the rest of April, 2021 yearly horoscopes, they are 2 hours long for each sign. These are already pre-recorded. I did these last year, okay? And they are how your whole year is going to go. I go through all the eclipses, the Mercury retrogrades, that Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius, Jupiter in Pisces for a little bit, which is coming up very, very soon. All right. What are all these energies doing for you, for your sign? So I do recommend that you purchase one for your rising sign. It'll be the most accurate. Your sun sign is still extremely accurate too, and your moon sign can be as well. So these are already pre-recorded. You order them, and I personally email you the link to them. So yeah, 2021 horoscopes, $5 off. They're normally $15.99. They are $10.99 right now, and it tells about your whole entire year. So go ahead and pick you up one of these. The monthly horoscopes will be coming back for May, and I will announce to you guys when those are ready to go. Okay, so currently what's popping, what's cracking for this week starting April 11th. Well, I already talked about the new moon in Aries last week, so not really going to cover that. And as I'm recording this, the new moon is already passed, but we are still within that energy until the full moon in Scorpio. So pretty much until the end of the month. But yeah, we did have a new moon in Aries, and as I mentioned last week, it did make an aspect to Mars in Gemini, a positive aspect, a supportive aspect, and it also made a supportive aspect to Jupiter in Aquarius, and also a square to Pluto in Capricorn. And I have been seeing a little bit of headlines talking about like some more police brutality stuff and protests and stuff like that. And yes, that's definitely something that's brought on by this new moon energy. First of all this big ass Aries stellium in the sky, people are hyped than a mother, okay? Like everybody was being extra loud on the 11th. I noticed that. I had no fucking peace. Let me tell you, like, the building I live in, like people, they're working on, people above me, they're working on their place, right? And oh my God, so loud, you guys. I like so much racket. And then people are extra loud with their cars and with their car stereos and all that stuff, and yelling and fighting, and oh my God, I noticed that on the day of the new moon in Aries. And as I'm recording this, the moon has now shifted into Taurus. Okay, so the moon in Taurus from April 12th until April 14th. Okay, so the moon in Taurus. So moon in Taurus days, as I tell you guys every month, they tend to be a little more chill, right? But we do have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is not chill. He has zero chill. He likes surprises and crazy shit. So the moon, which is our emotions and our moods, encountering that, there can still be some chaos. Uranus, he's down with the bullshit when it comes to chaos and disorder. He likes it. He doesn't like order. He doesn't like plans. He doesn't like things to just be smooth and normal and coasting along. No, he likes things to be zipping back and forth and, stuff like that. So that's that energy. And the moon encountering Uranus, that is, as soon as she steps into Taurus, the moon, I mean, she does start to, get zapped by Uranus, and then it's more so going to be the next day on the 13th, so where the moon is exact with Uranus in Taurus. Okay, but we do have Moon in Taurus vibes. We will be coasting a little bit more, later on the 13th, like in the evening and into the 14th, in the last degrees of the Moon in Taurus. We will be more, chilling, wanting to just eat a lot of chocolates. And wanting things that smell good, have candles lit, not want to be bothered with our snacks and all of that. Yeah, we will be in that normal Moon in Taurus mode. Okay. So that's the Moon in Taurus from the 12th until the 14th, right? So now, also on the 14th, we have, and I say the 14th because I'm on the West Coast. I'm on Pacific time, okay, in the US. So the moon changes into Gemini like right before midnight where I'm at. So it's probably going to be the 15th for the majority. Well, for a lot of you guys. According to the last time I looked at demographics and statistics and stuff, a lot of my the majority of my listeners are over here where I live on the West Coast of the US. So, this is our time. Okay. But for everybody else, yeah, it is the moon switches to Gemini on the 15th. But on the 14th, we have Venus moving into Taurus. Oh my God, so excited. Because number one, of course, I'm a Taurus stellium. It's my Venus return. Hey, But number two, for all of us though, as a collective, Venus, she rules the sign of Taurus. She also rules Libra too. So whenever she's in her home sign, Venus, she just does her thing, like extra, better than ever. She performs the way she's supposed to. She casts all of this Venusian energy upon us that we're just soaking in and absorbing and basking in and twirling in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a beautiful ting. So Venus in Taurus, she will be here hanging out until May 8th. So from April 14th until May 8th, she's blessing us with her Venusian goddess vibes, meaning we will be wanting to shop more, to eat more, to spend more, to wear all the perfumes and the colognes and the body sprays and, being into all the self-care videos and stuff like that. Let me tell you guys a little something. Ever since, and of course, astrologers, I'm not trying to say we know everything or anything like that, but we know a lot of shit. You know what I mean? We follow the trends and the patterns and we look at time, and that's what we do. So, a lot of us already knew that once Uranus was really settled into the sign of Taurus, that there's certain things that were going to be more popular. Whatever Taurus rules is going to be more popular amongst the masses. Uranus rules the masses and trends and stuff like that. Waves, you know what I'm saying? Of waves of fads and trends and things amongst people, right? So when he's hanging out in the sign of Taurus, whatever Taurus rules is going to be super popping at that time. So Taurus rules self-care. It's one of the signs that rules self-care, okay? Because it involves like you relaxing and, like I mentioned examples like lighting candles, things that smell good. A Taurus and Venus rule the five senses. So Venus and Taurus, that's why I said we'll be more in tune with our five senses and stuff like that during this time, and whatever makes our five senses happy, whatever makes us happy by enjoying the physical human experience, that's what we will be indulging in. It's a very indulgent energy, Taurus energy. So Uranus in Taurus is making all the Taurus stuff super popular, and self-care videos, that's why they're on the rise. And I found a couple of little new school YouTubers. I follow some of the OGs that I've followed for years, and they've all been through some things. They're in the millions with their subscribers and everything, but they've been beaten down a few times, by social media and the media, and then came back and been, reborn and been through some shit again and all of that. But so that's why I say new school. Like, they don't really have a huge subscriber count, and I have watched their numbers just skyrocket, you guys, because they do self-care videos. Self-care videos and also videos about money and finance are what's popping right now. So that's just a little astrological business tip for any of you who, need to absorb that information. For that reason is anything that Taurus rules, if you want to go viral or grow your social media, I hate the word platform, but platform. So pretty much anything that Taurus rules, can go viral a lot more easily during the time that Uranus is here, which is until 2026 for those who want to be nerds and know that information. But yeah, so while Venus is in Taurus, during that, those few weeks, we will also be more in tune with our five senses and want to watch videos about food and cooking and money and self-care. And, I follow these girls that do these videos of they buy all these products and they try them out, self-care products, like soaps and scrubs, and they do their videos or their routine and stuff. And those videos have been around forever, right, on YouTube. Well, it's forever in YouTube years. I should just say that. But yeah, they do these videos and they buy all these products and try all this stuff and talk about this texture, the smell, the this and that. That's so Venusian. And I noticed that a lot of them, they seem to have Taurus energy. If they don't say their birthdays, or I don't know their rising sign or anything, they still have Taurus energy in the mix. All right, I could just tell, I could just see it, And Taurus rules purchasing things, like just the act of buying and purchasing stuff is ruled by Taurus. Money itself is ruled by Taurus. The material world ruled by Taurus. So that's why I say we may be wanting to spend more money while Venus is here. Just try not to go overboard with it and, do some overspending and overindulging, because like I said, Taurus energy could be very indulgent, which it's not a problem if you don't overdo it, right? But it could be a little on the negative side. Taurus energy can be a little greedy and overdo things when it comes to eating and spending and stuff like that, and just buy things for the sake of buying it or because they get excited about a sale, you know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, Taurus energy can be really good with earning and saving money, because it is the sign that rules money and rules excuse me, it rules your earned income. That's what Taurus rules. And the second house in your chart, if you know astrology to that level, the second house, second sign, it's your earned income. So this is a good transit for really looking at your money. And you can go either way with wanting to spend more or wanting to save more and budget more. So yes, Venus and Taurus, come through, girl. I am waiting on you. I am counting down the minutes, the hours, the days. Let's do this, homegirl. Okay. So as I mentioned, the moon goes into Gemini. It's either the 14th or the 15th, depending upon where you live. And she stays there bouncing around off the walls through the 17th, of April. So moon in Gemini days. I just watched this interview with this guy on YouTube, and he's like, my mind is always going 1,000 miles a minute. I'm always thinking, I'm always talking. And I just read Gemini. He just exudes Gemini energy. He reeks of Gemini through the screen, because he just talk. And that's what he said. My mind goes 1,000 miles a minute and this and that. Yeah, that's Gemini energy all day. So when the moon's in Gemini, the moon is one ruler of our minds. So yeah, we will be probably up late thinking a lot more. And yeah, it's a youthful energy. It's energy where people like to joke, laugh, play pranks on each other and stuff like that too. Moon and Gemini days are good for coming up with ideas, not necessarily the follow through of them, but coming up with them. So if you are a person that does like to follow through with your ideas, Moon and Gemini days are good days to have your notepad ready for you to jot things down, whatever comes to your mind. And, then when that energy passes and there's a little bit more stability, then you can go back over them and be like, yo, this is a dope idea. I do want to do this, Great idea days. Great days for doing multiple things. Trying new stuff is really good during any type of Gemini transit. Trying new things. The moon will eventually meet with the North Node, which you'll probably barely notice, okay? But she will be meeting with Mars, though. All right, she will be meeting with Mr. Mars. It looks like the 17th. Yeah, she'll be meeting with Mr. Mars. Moon and Mars together in Gemini. Now, this day will probably be one to where people can get really in their feelings, especially about things that other people say, and just like fire off at people. Mars in Gemini. Mars is fighting, right? It's your fighting style, how you're battling and shit like that. And Gemini is words and speaking. So Mars in Gemini and Mars in Virgo, because they're both ruled by Mercury and they rule talking and communicating. They are the ones that can verbally annihilate people. Like, if they really truly wanted to, they will verbally annihilate okay? So Mars in Gemini is already like that, to where people are more quick-witted and sharp with their words and fighting back, using words and wit and humor and being clever instead of with, violence and stuff. I'm saying that in general, okay? I don't need anybody to be social justice warriors and be like, what about all the violence in the world and all this event and that event? Like, get the fuck out of here, okay? We already know. I'm just saying in general. People who are embodying this energy as it just is, simply defined. Mars in Gemini is not necessarily about charging after people and swinging, okay? It's more about finding a clever way to get back at someone with words, okay? So when the moon, which rules our emotions, is here with Mars and Gemini, that's kind of how people could be a little touchy, you know what I'm saying, with their emotions, and like, oh, you said that. Well, people will be quick with the comebacks, boy. Really quick with the comebacks, really sharp with them. So you could be quick to fire off emotionally, just impulsively based on your emotions with Moon and Mars and Gemini. So just be careful on this day, even though, where I'm at, this is super early in the morning, but as the day progresses, look, especially like in the morning, and over here where I'm at, hey, watch your dreams. You could be having dreams about talking shit to people. You know what I'm saying? But then, yeah, as you could, this is a waking up angry at breakfast, Moon and Mars together. Waking up angry, just yelling, or just like, don't wake up and get on your phone on the 17th, because you might be saying some shit you might regret later in the moment, okay? So anyway, yeah, so Moon and Mars together in Gemini before the moon goes into Cancer, which is also here on the 17th. Just a little bit later on the 17th. Moon and Cancer days, when the moon's at 0 Cancer, we've got that Cancerian energy, and then, she's still in a conjunction with Mars, so she could still be a little petty and emotional and emotionally impulsive, all right? So as the day progresses, people will still maybe be pouting and, saying stuff to people that that they're just like all up in their feelings, and that's just how they want to fire back at them. But yeah, the Moon and Mars together, that's definitely popping pretty much the whole day on the 17th. But Moon in Cancer, the moon will be in Cancer until the 19th. I'm only covering through the 18th though. So it looks like over the weekend we're going to have Moon in Gemini and then Moon in Cancer. Moon in Cancer, for the rest of the weekend, people may be a little more chill, wanting to be at home rather than being out. When the moon's in Gemini, it's more social and like, I'm bored, I need to get out, I'm bored, okay? So when the moon's in Cancer, it's like, oh, you know what, I just want to be home and I just want to eat ice cream or, whatever comfort foods you have around. Oh, I don't want to be around new people, I just want my family, and That's Moon in Cancer days. Moon and Cancer days are really good for chilling. I mean, We're chilling. Not a very productive moon phase unless it hits your own personal natal chart, like in a productive zone, like in a productive house in your chart. But if not, moon in Cancer days could be a little sappy, a little soggy, and a little emotional, and you may, get triggered by memories of this and that back in the day, and someone who hurt you like 20 years ago. You might remember it and, want to sulk about it and pout, and then go find them on social media and stare at their pictures with a fucking hater face or something like that. Try not to tap into that side of the moon in Cancer, but being more nurturing, warm, loving, giving, and all of that stuff, and comfortable, finding your comfort, and also giving, providing others with comfort. That is definitely moon in Cancer days, what they're good for. Okay, so we have Venus squaring Pluto pretty much. The beginning, like the first half of the week, Venus is still square Pluto. So that energy is Venus, which is love and money and stuff, squaring Pluto. What I have noticed, because as I'm recording this, we're still within that energy, is it can bring about some paranoias when it comes to love and money. Okay, like for example, I keep obsessively checking my bank account. Good Lord, shut up. I told you guys that moon in Aries energy, like people are so fucking loud. Oh my God, so annoying. Anyway, but yeah, Venus square Pluto. Yes, I was like looking for something to show up in my bank account, and I kept obsessively checking, like, where is it? Oh my God, where's this transaction? Like checking it every hour. And it's like obsession and worry and paranoia with your money can be Venus square Pluto. And yes, with love too, like being worried, like, oh my God, is this person cheating, or do they even still love me, or do they have someone else? Let me go check their social media. Let me, see what they're really up to. Let me spy on them in some sort of way. Like Venus square Pluto can bring that out of people as well. Okay, so that energy still lingers throughout the rest of the week. And now we have the sun square Pluto. Is it we also have Mercury square Pluto. What the hell? Mercury square Pluto. Why didn't that come up in my whatever? But Mercury is squaring Pluto. It looks like on the 17th exactly. Okay, I think that's what I meant to write down. Yeah. Anyway, we have the sun square Pluto, which is mostly really early on the 16th, like really early. We have the sun square Pluto. Okay, Mercury's trailing not too far behind, you know what I'm saying? And then Venus is still here in Taurus, but by degree she still squares Pluto for a little bit. But yeah, all these squares to Pluto are definitely challenges to the authorities. Aries energy is all like fight the power, and it's all about me and our own personal power as people and all that stuff. And then Capricorn is police and authority and stuff. That's why there's certain incidents that have popped up, you guys, because of the new moon in Aries bringing it about, and that energy still lingers throughout the week. Okay, and then plus this energy aspecting Jupiter and Aquarius. Aquarius is about the masses, about social justice, human rights, and all of that stuff. So that's why you're seeing that pop up. But yeah, this energy squaring Pluto, just on a personal levels, you guys, try to stay away from the paranoia of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's going to be hard to, trust me. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. We could be some paranoid mofos, okay? But everybody is getting a taste of this energy. So, it can just make you the googly eye emoji about everything, and constantly checking and worrying and checking and worrying about a lot of shit. This energy does challenge you with shedding old ways and old habits and old anything in order to have fresh and new, to gain more personal power as well, because Aries, like I said, is personal power. Capricorn rules the old, man, the old. Let me tell you something. It could be even something so subtle in your life that you just feel with this new moon energy still lingering, and then just this stellium square Pluto. People are wanting to peel old away. Like I said, it could be subtle things, like for example, My Taurus stellium ass is always listening to the same playlists that I created on my Spotify. And under this new moon in Aries energy and all this squaring to Pluto, I've been feeling like there's a lot of songs on these playlists that are like lame to me now. Like I'm bored. I'm bored with the old. Bored with the old. Taurus could be very like comfort zone energy, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't really like a lot of change, but even me, stubborn, hooves in the ground Taurus, I've been under this energy wanting new. Like, let me check out some newer music. Or it doesn't have to be brand new, like, chronologically aged, like it's new, but it's new to me. I've never heard it before. I want to hear some new shit, man. And same with like YouTube videos, like, anything that you feed within your mind on a daily basis. Because also, look, Mercury is squaring Pluto too. Okay, Mercury is your mind. So it's like anything that's like you feed your mind by visually looking at it or reading it or listening or something like that. You want to shed away the old. You want brand new. What's new and exciting. That's what Aries in itself is all about. Right? Capricorn is like, no, the tried and the true and the old and the trusted, so yeah, these energies are challenging and squaring each other. So it could just be like little things like that in your own personal world, or look at the world outside of your world and look at the news and the headlines on social media, and you'll see this playing out too. Okay, the authorities is Pluto and Capricorn. Let me tell you, once Pluto gets into Aquarius, you guys, in a couple of years, there's going to be so much that has changed when it comes to like structure and organization of like societies. There's going to be so fucking much that's changed. Okay, anything that has to do with police, military, any officials that wear suits and uniforms and stuff like that, even the corporate world of like, the companies that run us, our daily lives, that, make things and there's going to be so much that's changed. Okay, like we really are going to be in a whole new world by the end of this decade, starting with around the middle of it. Okay, but until then, Pluto is fighting off the old. It's shedding away the old Capricorn ways of doing shit. So anyway, I can go on and on about that in another video. That pretty much finishes it up, you guys, except Mars is making a trine aspect to Jupiter also on the 17th. So we have the moon, and Mars together making a trine to Jupiter. This is really early on the 17th, which is a Friday or Saturday. So probably like, Friday night to the 16th of this week. People can probably be wilding out a little bit more. We've got rowdy Aries energy, and then we've got Mars and the moon and Jupiter. That spells out people being super hella impulsive, which is jumping and doing things, jumping and trying new things, which isn't bad, but don't be a fucking idiot. Like, under this energy, just don't, okay? So trying new things doesn't mean you have to be like stupidly impulsive and not looking before you leap. Because when we have Mars and Jupiter, anything, it doesn't matter if it's a square, a trine, which is a positive aspect, an opposition, or whatever. That can mean people taking action before they really truly know the results of their actions, the consequences, or whatever. Jumping out of a fucking airplane without checking if your parachute works, just going woo and just trusting it, which it's not always a bad thing. It could be good when it comes to taking positive risks, like you really want to go after something or someone, that you really want. Like, this Mars and Jupiter is bomb for that. But for just risks taking in a stupid way, like that can happen too. Okay, just be aware. All right, but Mars trine Jupiter is really good for going after goals and, having a specific target for anything in life, and then just like shooting that Mars arrow towards it, boy. Let me tell you, it's some good shit. All right, you guys. So that is it for the weekly forecast for the 11th through the 18th of April. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to get your discounted 2021 horoscope. It's it's my birthday month, and I tend to have sales during my birthday month to give back to everybody else to celebrate my solar return. So yeah, for the rest of the month of April, these are $10.99 versus $15.99. 2 hours of your whole entire year based on your sign, all the most important transits, okay? And every single transit of Venus, of Mars, through all the signs and what they're doing for you. I even cover those, you guys. I even specifically go over love transits separately and money transits separately. So you guys don't want to miss out on that, okay? Check them out. All right, you guys. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm slowly creeping back into the world of IG amongst all the chaos in my world. Please forgive me for that. But don't forget to follow me there, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.